Good evening, everybody. As you can see, I'm Paula Diedrich. No, I'm not. I'm Tori, covering for Paula tonight. She gave me the agenda. I'm going to do my best. If I misunderstand or misinterpret anything on it, feel free to come up to that mic. There's no camera. Or you can come up here and be on the camera. None of that was on purpose. Anyway, all right, it is May 19th, 2026. I just want to mention we have Yoda over by the coffee and hot drinks. Love Marquette Church is very kind to let us use their space. We want to give back. All right. We also have a Venmo right now in case you want to make a donation monetarily going towards people getting food they need. That Venmo is at Yoopers Pantry Project. That's a Venmo, Yoopers Pantry Project. For in-person donation ideas, we have the classics: boxed mixes, brownies, diapers, wipes, rice, shelf-stable milk's a big one. And I think that covers it for our typical food donations. Statements. Possible updates. On May 14th, Blueberry Farms Marquette Co-Master Plan in-person meeting happened at 6 p.m. in Gwyn. Did anybody here go to the Blueberry Farms Co-Master Plan in-person meeting? Has anyone heard any reliable gossip about the Blueberry Farm? All right, I'm giving it to Graham.
So I've been listening into the county commission meeting that is running tonight, and we did have one speaker that attended the county commission planning, the 2040 plan. Apparently county commissioners have not been showing up to those, and that's been pretty difficult to answer questions regarding the 2040 plan without those commissioners there. Otherwise, the other information is that you can go to any of them. They have them broken up by region just to make it easier to attend. But you can go to any of them and they will ask you, hey, what area are you from? And you can mark that pretty easily. With that being said, that if you do have something to say, please try to make it out. I believe there is one left. We'll be double checking that.
Yeah, so somebody asked, why isn't the county commission going to these meetings? And we don't have an answer for you. They just haven't shown up. It's possible that they're not even required to go, and somebody else can go in their place and bring back notes. That's something that if anybody is able to look into, we'd love an answer. Otherwise, I'll Google it later. Okay. All right, and our next meeting for that will be on May 21st. What time? At 6 p.m. at the Mather in Ishpeming, okay? So May 21st at 6 p.m. at the Mather in Ishpeming. All right, moving on to the next topic. May 15th, we had the Marquette Dems campaign kick-off dinner. Has anyone gone to that? Would you like to come talk? We have a microphone that is not camera. We have a microphone that is camera. We ask you speak directly into the microphones now. The audio is going right into the computer. Also introduce yourself. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christy Wagner, and I attended the kickoff dinner for the Democratic Party on Friday. Is this better? Do I need to, get really close and intimate? Okay. It was a good time. I'd say about 100 people showed up. There were candidates there for county commission. 109th, I think, and the 38th State Senate District. I don't know. It was good food. I felt well attended and well set up and organized. I don't know if there are any questions anyone has for me. I don't think every Democratic candidate attended. the chair was asked to restrict not having any videos from any candidates. So some of the candidates that weren't there, if they submitted videos, they weren't allowed to be shown. Some of those candidates did sponsor or were sponsors and were notified or recognized for that for the event. Any questions? Yeah. For County Commission, I think Cody Mayer and Anna Smith were there.
Hello?
Yeah.
Is it on? Okay. So can you let us know either a list of who wasn't there notably or alternatively who was?
I don't know the list of candidates well enough to answer that question.
All right,
That's
thank
one
you.
of the things I'd like to see, and I'm part of the County Democratic Party, that I'd like to see us have on our website. So everybody at least knows who's running as a Democratic candidate and what their campaign website is, or how to connect to their website or their campaign. I do have one thing that's off topic, if that's okay. Okay. I'm also a member of the League of Women Voters, and Wednesday, June 3rd, is their open annual meeting at the top floor of the ORDOC from 6 to 8 p.m. Public's invited. Pizza will be available, as well as treats. It's a good time. People are recognized and awards given out. I think we also elect, I don't know if we elect members or board members at that time, but I think we do. And part of my reason for bringing it up is I'm part of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and Accessibility Committee, which now has been joined with the Education Committee. And one of the things that we have for a strategic goal that we just went through over the last year was to have the demographics for the League of Women Voters mirror what the demographics are for the county. And one of the things that is a big missing piece is the age difference and maybe the income difference of the different people that are members of the league. So I would encourage anyone that's younger than me, 66, 65 right now, to join or at least attend that meeting and find out more about what the league's about. And it's primarily about education, and we do educate our own members, and it is an educational experience just to be part of the process and part of the organization. So I'd highly recommend it if anyone's interested. Men can join too. Yeah, we do see definitely older folks are well represented in the membership right now, and we'd like to see more younger folks. Any questions? Thank you.
That sounds really fun and really awesome. Everyone should be going to this League of Women Voters informational event on June 3rd, you said? June 3rd, Wednesday. Perfect. And we'll make sure to have that in the notes as well. All right. Next up, canvassing training for Abdul for Senate. Did anybody here go to that? Would you like to come to any of the mics to share your experience? Oh, yes, the canvassing.
Okay, I went on Saturday. I believe there were 9 of us there, including the 2 people that were coordinating. It was a very good training, so if you're interested, they do it online, but they are planning on having more, so if you are interested. It was a really good training, and I'm excited to get out there, so. All right. If anybody needs signs, especially if you want to get some out there, I am going to be going to Traverse City at the beginning of June, and I plan on bringing back a lot. So go Abdul.
All right. Yep. And we do have some signs here. at the meeting space for Abdul for Senate. They're right in the back if anybody's interested. Do they cost monies? They're free. If you like Abdul, you have no reason not to take one. All right. Yes, if you know anybody else who likes him, take a couple. It's totally okay. All right. Next up, We the People's Zine Workshop at Marquette Climbers Co-op. I went to that, but I'm kind of the star today. So does anyone else who went want to come up here? You're a star all the time. Thank you, Brad. Brad said I'm a star all the time. You're good? You want me to share about how it went?
Hi, Zeke, he, him. Help out with We the People from time to time. I was also at the Zine Workshop. It was at the Climbers Co-op, as mentioned, down in downtown Marquette. We had an introduction not only into how to make zines, but cooperative housing and how that all runs at the Climbers Co-op. Had people asking questions. Oh, that's a lot nicer. Yeah, just getting more information on what it's like to live in a cooperative housing situation, with the idea being that perhaps more interested people will be looking into those and opening up other optional cooperative housing in Marquette or the county. We then proceeded to make zines. It was a fun time. Shared some food, got to meet all the house pets, got a tour around the house. That's pretty much it. I don't know that there's much else worth mentioning. There might be a follow-up, so stay tuned to We the People stuff for upcoming events.
Oh, okay, a follow-up. Thank you. All right. I do think Zeke covered it well. Next up, is the commission meeting in Marquette over, or is it still going? Okay, we're going to check on that. If somebody, has been and wants to share, obviously nobody's jumping it's over, I'm here. So we'll move on to the next thing and we'll round back. All right. Menominee Commission voted down flock cameras 8-0 on their Monday, May 18th meeting. Woo! Woo! No flock cameras. Does anybody want to share any other information about that? Whether you attended or why it's important to not have flock cameras? That's absolutely okay. All right. So for our action items, Let's Grow KI is in need for volunteers to help prepare and plant a new sustainable food forest at Little Trout Lake Park in Sawyer. United Way's Yoopers United website has information about this. Yoopers United is not Yoopers Unite. Yoopers United has a D at the end. It is a volunteer group. There is a session for work on Friday, May 22nd. It will take place noon to 8 p.m. There will also be an option on joining for Saturday, May 23rd. This one will take place from noon to 2 p.m. So, if anybody wants to help grow a little sustainable food forest, that would be an amazing opportunity. Or if you know anybody, spread the word. Marquette County's Master Plan 2040 survey, they're looking for input from the county. They want to know, what are we going to do? What do you want? You have a right to go and share what you're looking for. I believe, Graham, you kind of covered some of this at the start. So unless there's anything else anyone wants to add, I'm going to move to the next item. If you think of anything, just raise your hand or come on up, I don't care. Marquette City's Climate Action Plan Survey for those who live and work in Marquette is due May 31st. So make sure we're getting on that if we're from Marquette. As usual, call your U.S. representatives and senators using 5 calls. Dial for democracy through voters, not politicians. We will have links to both of these available in the notes. We also still have Ukraine flags available from Bob and Valentina. Now, before we move on to upcoming one-time events, does anyone have anything they would like to share? Here comes Tina.
Hi everyone, my name is Tina Taylor. I wanted to touch on a couple of things. I am typically the person who sets up refreshments at these Tuesday night meetings, and I will be out of town next week. So I'm looking for a volunteer to take my place. All the stuff is generally here and it's pretty well organized, so it's an easy job, but you do have to show up a half an hour in advance. So if you're interested in manning the ship for me while I'm gone next week, let me know. And I also would be looking for snack donations for next week. I don't have anybody signed up yet for that. On the issue of the Let's Grow KI thing, I just wanted to mention for those of you that actually live on KI Sawyer, that are either here or listening on YouTube, that there is a potential for a $20 stipend if you attend. So go to their website and check out those details, because I know I like to do things when there's a little bit of a kickback for me. On the County Master Plan thing, I just wanted to add my 2 cents that I have given feedback in the past, and sometimes people feel like, well, I don't even know what that's about, it doesn't involve me. But in my personal experience, I was able to meet with the county planners about like the community garden. I've been able to speak with them and advocate for extending the sidewalk or a bike path so that people that are pedestrians or bikers can get all the way to places like Gordon Food Service and Myers legally and not on the highway. So those are all things that, they're small things that the county commission need to hear from the community as to what's important to you. So it's not necessarily just things that don't include you. And I just wanted to, I guess, mention that. So I also, while I'm at the microphone, I'm going to take the opportunity to remind everyone that LSRI has their all-member meeting tomorrow at the Scandia Community Building. We are expecting Mackenzie Waltz to talk to us about election issues, so election security and the importance of voting and a lot of different topics about voting. And we would love to see all people there, new members, old members, or if you just want to come and have some snacks. We have good information being shared. It's a good opportunity to learn how you can protect your vote, as well as other opportunities to help in the community and join LSRI in our efforts to do community ventures. So is there anything more you wanted to say about that particular topic, Brad? Please.
Thanks, Tina. I'm Brad Veely with Lake Superior Region Indivisible as well. And we're really excited about tomorrow night, our all-member meeting with Mackenzie Waltz coming from Promote the Vote, Michigan. And one of the things that we are going to be doing is seeing if there's interest in getting a rapid response election team going, a local rapid response election team that would be ready for any kind of scenario where we might be able to be of assistance to the people running the election and making sure the election is accessible to everybody and that there are no problems. So if that's something we're going to start talking about tomorrow night and seeing if there is interest in forming that team. Also, this is something new. June 14th is coming up, and that is Flag Day. That'll be happening on a Sunday this year. And let's take the Wayback Machine to June 14th last year, which was Donald Trump's 79th birthday, as you remember. And it was our first No King's Day. Okay, so what we're going to be doing on June 14th and what Indivisible and a coalition of other groups in the country are advocating is not a mass mobilization, but an event called Rise Up, Sing Out. And they're encouraging Indivisible groups and all sorts of other groups that are partners of ours or that have a common interest to get together in their communities and have a fun day of singing, music, art, fellowship, community building. And then at 7:30 at night that evening, there will be a show broadcast. I'm not sure if I don't think it's network TV. I think it's streaming available, but there'll be a pretty big show with a lot of top talent. Bette Midler, Rufus Wainwright, Jane Fonda is going to be, I think, one of the keynote MCs. A lot of talent and all in basically promoting democracy and progressive politics, which is why we're all here. So we are going to organize a picnic on Sunday, June 14th, which is the day after Pride Day here in Marquette. Yeah, and so it'll be a big weekend of lots of get-togethers and fun, and we have reserved Lakenan land for our potluck picnic. And if you remember last summer, we had a picnic, LSRI had a picnic out in Lakenan land, and it was a lot of fun. It's a pretty great place to have a picnic. And so that's it. Lots of things to look forward to.
So I did speak with Tom Lakenan about reserving the space for that, and we have yet to determine a time. From LSRI, I'm looking at probably doing it later afternoon so that anybody that needs to help with cleanup from Pride has the opportunity to do both. So it's probably going to be late afternoon, but wrapping up before the national concert so that you can get home and watch that. I think Daisy and I are both going to lead the charge on this event, so we'll be looking for volunteers to bring things for the potluck, and I'm hoping to do some like children's activities, some games and temporary tattoos, and make it a truly family fun event, good way to build community. And I just wanted to remind you that that's important, that all of the things that we do for political actions are kind of meaningless if we don't have community. So it's important that we spend time together, celebrating each other, celebrating our community, building our networks, and just enjoying our wonderful UP available opportunities. So I would encourage you to save the date if possible, and if you'd like to participate in any way, if you've got like an outdoor game for kids, like a big Jenga or some kind of like cornhole game or something like that you'd like to bring, let me know so that I can mark it on and not have 6 of the same thing show up. So so yeah, June 14th, not sure on the exact time, but late afternoon at Lakenan Land. Good.
I'm going to real quick use that as a jumping point to talk about the Pride volunteering and the cleanup, and then Graham has an important update from the commission meeting. So, June 13th this year is Pride, so yay. It will be at noon to 11 p.m. at Matson Lower Harbor Park. They need volunteers, okay? If anybody's interested in volunteering, you don't have to be queer, you don't have to be part of that specific community. Allies welcome. We love it. It's all about building community, like Tina said. Without that, we fall. And there is, as Tina mentioned, a takedown and interfaith service the day after, so Sunday, June 14th. Donovan has more details, and if you have the spoons to do all of this somehow, it'd be pretty awesome, and we'd appreciate it. We'll get you timed soon. Now, Graham has an important update from the County Commission meeting.
All right, so they just hit the gavel, said it's over. So, Newmanen will be at the Marquette Farmers Market this Saturday. They'll have a table set up, some chairs, and they are looking to have discussions with people in the county, be more accessible as a county commissioner to have a conversation. So if you have something that you want to bring to them, they are for District 1, but they said that they are open to talking to anyone in the county. So they are going to be at the Farmers Market this Saturday. And this is not just a one-time thing. I do know that they are going to be specifically at the Farmers Park on Saturday, but they are trying to set this up in a few different locations, a few different times around their district to be more available to people. They said very specifically this is because county commission meeting, it's public comment, commissioner comment back. It's not really a conversation. It's not really a back and forth. And they want to be able to have those back and forths. Love to see it. Lalonde is looking at setting up something similar in the Ishpeming area. They're still trying to figure out which coffee shops, which states, so on and so forth. So those are two of our commissioners that are looking to be a little bit more accessible, which is a really awesome step to see from them. That being said, commission meeting literally just ended. So I don't think we're going to see anyone from the commission meeting getting in here before we're done. If anything does come up, we will try and get it on the agenda notes so that it's accessible. Thank you.
Tina returns.
My knee hurts too much to walk all the way to the front. It's Tina Taylor speaking, and I just wanted to, again, reiterate, as I have in the past, I am a community member representative for UPHP that attends their 4 times a year board meetings, and they have asked me to, again, this year attend an additional meeting that is about cultural diversity and inclusivity and their language and visual images that they use, and that meeting is coming up, I believe, on June 4th. So I wanted to just, throw out there, as I have in the past, if you have things specific to UPHP that you would like brought to the board's attention, I am happy to carry those messages to those meetings. This particular meeting is specifically about inclusivity, cultural awareness, and language, but I regularly have the opportunity to meet with the board at large. So if you have concerns about the healthcare coverage and those kinds of issues, I feel very instrumental. I talked to them about the travel reimbursement and how difficult it is, and that oftentimes when you get down to places like Ann Arbor, every provider has a different protocol or way they want it handled, and it's often very cumbersome and difficult, and the client gets the short end of the stick of that. So I brought that back to them. They're reworking all of their paperwork, and including, they've given me drafts and asked for my opinion. So they do listen, and I just wanted to, I guess, share that as frustrating as insurance companies can be. I do feel like I've had a very positive working relationship with UPHP, and they do solicit feedback. So if there's things you would like me to carry for you, I would be happy to do so.
All right, thank you, Tina. I went slightly out of order, so I'm all discombobulated. But we're going to begin talking about upcoming one-time events. By May 30th, activists between the ages of 8 and 28 are encouraged to submit original poetry or one-page prose to peacepoems@aol.com. So if you know any little artists, or, not as little artists because it's up to 28, definitely let them know. We love a peace poem. May 21st at the Iron Core is the Marquette Committee Master Plan in-person meeting. The Mather Ishpeming. So it's at the Mather Ishpeming. It'll be at 6 p.m. We kind of talked about that earlier, but just a reminder. May 21st, this is a new one. May 21st, all 3 candidates for 96th District Court Judge media meet at 8 p.m. at WNMU Public Radio 90. So all 3 candidates for the 96th District Court Judge will be on the radio. So that's Patrick Crowley, Bill Nordine, and Derek Swanjinen. Thank you. So that's good. May 26th, this is another new one. District 3 County Commission candidate Jenna Smith will be coming to Yoopers Unite. She'll be here to talk. Yay. We already talked about Pride Fest. New one for this is June 23rd at Yoopers Unite. Matt Mascart, CEO of Pathways, is going to come here to share his legislation that he's proposing to our reps, and more broadly to discuss community mental health resources. If I remember correctly, he was actually at the county commission meeting today. So, yeah, talking about Pathways. So if you're at all curious about what he's about, check out the county commission YouTube when it's uploaded the next couple days. But he will be here June 23rd as well. Yay. Okay. Periodic events. These are the events that happen pretty commonly. The Marquette County Commission meeting. We don't have anybody here from that, so we're not getting an update right now. Wednesday, May 20th, promote the vote at LSRI's all-member gathering. So that's tomorrow. We've talked about that. Thursday, May 21st, promote the vote at Alger Committee Indivisible. So that's at Munising Township Hall, 6 to 7:30 p.m. At the June 2nd Yoopers Unite meeting, we are going to push to start to finalize those float plans. So the float that we want to have in the 4th of July parade, that is the person here for the breakout table for that? Can you raise your hand if you're here? That's okay. All right, we're not having a breakout table about that float, but come June 2nd, we are going to start finalizing this plan. It's going to be great. Finally, Monday, June 22nd is the LSRI all-member meeting at Peter White Public Library, Community Room at 6 p.m. And now our weekly events that are held every week. If you have been at any of these events this week and want to give an update, please raise your hand. Good God, someone raise your hand. Tuesdays, 4 p.m. to 5:30, Visibility Brigade. On the mobilized app, Marquette at Altamont Overpass, Negaunee Miners Park, and Ish's West 41 roundabout by the McDonald's. National Indivisible Zoom is at 3 p.m. on Thursdays. Fridays, Alger County Indivisible, 10:30 a.m. starting April 24th. Meetings held at Falling Rock. Saturdays, Citizens for Peace and Justice demonstrations at the Marquette Post Office. Those go from 11 a.m. to noon 30. The Mutual Aid Meetup is Sundays at 11 a.m. at Queen of Pentacles. The address for that, 400 US 41 Street, Suite 10-4A Negaunee. Yoopers for Ukraine March in Houghton Sundays at 3 p.m. for the winter season. They have not switched to their summer hours yet. Also, buy stuff. We have t-shirts and sweatshirts available for purchase. Brad is stunning in his. Is there any last minute additions before we end the stream? Also, we have one free red cap. Yay! Melt the ice. Yes, of course. Brad returns.
I just want to put in a word for the Visibility Brigade. Every Tuesday, starting at 4 to 5:30, it's a great chance. We have banners on both sides of the Altamont overpass, and we have two other visibility brigade events in Ishpeming and Negaunee. I estimate we probably had 500 cars see our signs today. I was on the Altamont Street overpass. This is a great way to get the message out, combined with our other protest events, our regular protest events Saturday morning in front of the post office. We could really use help. The more people, the better. Today it was pretty windy on the overpass. We have some long signs. If our message is long, it takes a lot of people to hold up the sign. Plus, it's fun to wave at the cars. And to actually, you get a few people telling you you're number one, but we mostly get honks and people waving, and it's kind of nice to wave back at them and to say, we're on your team. We know how you feel. We're here. We wish you would be here too. And anyway, just put the word out. We could use some help. That's it. Thanks.
All right, Zeke McClure again. Not only have I spoken to some people at Citizens for Peace and Justice protests that are interested in putting together some sort of social event afterwards, thinking like a picnic, but Donovan, and I'm sure he can fill us in next time he's here at a meeting, has been talking about having a kind of decompression and peace and just together time after those meetings. So stay tuned. This will be something to happen after the demonstrations on Saturdays to just let people exist together for a bit more off the street.
Thanks everybody for coming in. Thanks everybody for watching. All right, we're all set. Eat snacks. Eat snacks.